Right, welcome back to the channel. It's that time of the month again where our friends at Skillshare sponsor a video for me, so thanks to those. So this video is sponsored, as I've just said, by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creative people where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey. Skillshare offers thousands of inspiring classes for creative people on topics including illustration, design, photography, video, freelancing, YouTube tutorials and guidance, and plenty more. Skillshare is a great online community for creative people and also for people that want to know more and expand their knowledge, which is perfect as Skillshare has a huge range of online classes. You can take classes by people such as Jeremy Mura, who's absolutely smashing the way to do YouTube.
Years now, and I want to share with you all my tips and secrets on how to grow a successful channel. I've successfully grown my channel to over 10,000 subscribers, more than 850,000 views, and roughly around 1.7 million minutes watched, which is totally crazy.
Skillshare has classes to fit your schedule and skill level. If you're short on time but still want to learn, then you're in luck. Most of the classes that Skillshare do are under 60 minutes with short lessons to fit your lifestyle. So if you're on the train commuting to work, or sat parked up in your car waiting to pick someone up, or even sat in your van like I am at work having lunch, then you can pick up some classes on the Skillshare. You can fit in a lesson really easy. When you join, you can try one of Skillshare's live classes. You experience in real time some of the topics as you connect with others who are online live at the same time while watching and working alongside other members interested in the same goal. Members get unlimited access to thousands and thousands of inspiring classes with hands-on projects and feedback from a community of millions. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in my description will get 1 month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity and see what it's all about today. So thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. As I said, click the link in the description. The first 1,000 subscribers will get a free month with Skillshare. Right, let's get on to a little bit of plumbing, shall we? Right, as you can probably see, we're back on this barn conversion. I'm just going to take you through a couple of little jobs that need doing. We've got to sort the pipework out for the kitchen sink, waste out for the kitchen sink. I've just put in pipework for an American fridge that was an afterthought. I'll show you that. And just basically this video will just be a few little bits and bobs, tying a few little ends up, as it's a sort of an extra video during the week. I'll take you down now and show you exactly what I mean by this kitchen sink. So from a previous video, we've fitted these Belfast sinks into position, but what we're going to do now is, it's a bit tight, but this is having a back panel on here. So what we're going to do is cut this waste down and put a collar on the top, and then drill through here and possibly this side, poke the waste up so it can sit in where the traps go in here. So we'll poke that up and then we can connect that in, and then all the pipe work can be done behind where this panel will sit. So when the taps go in, we can connect them up behind that panel, connect the washing machine up behind that panel, and the tails for the taps onto there. Then that board can go on, and then all you'll see inside this cupboard is the waste here dropping in, and I think, yeah, they'll probably put a socket behind that cupboard as well, which would make sense. So it's basically an empty cupboard bound for the waste. So we'll drill the hole out, cut that down, get the waste up here and connect it onto there. Just all the way around. There you go. So we'll get the trap on like so, and then now we can work out, so where that is there, what we'll do is bring the pipe up through here at the back so it can go up and into the trap from there. So it's a little bit fiddly, but we'll do that, and then we can also drill a hole next to it to bring the waste up, hook it around the top,
and it can pop straight into there for the dishwasher. So, right, so now I've got to try and get that. Let's just whip this waste off. So now I've got to try and cut this low level down here. So I've got my multi-tool. We'll see if we can get this cut out, and then we can get a bung in the top, come off with 1.5 inches. I'll probably take it across there and up there. Right, finally, got that cut off. So we'll go and get a bung now, internal bung, pop it into there, and then we can work from there and get the waste pipe in. Cut. Right, so yacht's ready for the tap, coal's ready for the tap, cold for the dishwasher, which is somewhere. There we go. Right, so there we go, we've got the waste in there, drilled through there perfectly, and basically this pipe here will now go on an elbow on the bottom of there, across, and then just an elbow here, and I've got to pick a bung up from there for tomorrow. So it'll literally come through there, elbow, straight down into there. So I've drilled that hole through here, took that off, got the washing machine waste through there, dishwasher waste through there. So now we're just going to whip this off, or just take that cap out the end there, and then bring this up, put the loop on it up here, and connect it into there. Alright, so there we go, we've got that connected in, and then now, once the Sparky's done his bit and we've connected the tap up there, this will just slide in here, like so. A nice little covered in cupboard unit, and then that can just zip tie that behind that waste. But then they've got the full amount of that unit to be able to be used. And when the granite goes in, get the tap in, all connected behind there. We also picked up at Tool Fair this Knipex Bix, I think it's called. It's basically plastic pipe cutter. Now most of you've probably got the 1.5 one, 1.25 one. This does both, and it does plastic as well. Plastic 15mm, 22mm as well. So there's your 1.5. Literally just clip it on, push that bit there, like that. There you go, and that will do 1.5 inch. I say that'll do 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, 28mm plastic, 22mm plastic, overflow, 15mm, all in one. Saves carrying around a cutter, different size waste cutters, and it's nice and folds away a treat. Yeah, Knipex Bix, I think it's called. I don't know if you can see that. Knipex Bix. Right, I've had a few people recently message me or comment in the comments below my YouTube videos about how I'm finding the Velocity jobbing bag I got from Tool Fair a few weeks ago, and B, a little walk round of basically my tool bag, what I have in there. So I thought I'd give you a little run through. So here it is. Here's the bag I bought a few weeks ago at Tool Fair. Now, most of you might know I usually use a Stanley Fat Max tote, but after meeting up with Pete and him talking me through this bag, I was pretty impressed. And to be fair, this jobbing bag, I think it's about 80 quid or 75 quid or something like that, but if you happen to go to a show or something like that, they usually have a pretty good discount on them. I think at Tool Fair, this one was 70 quid. If I'm right, I think it was 70 quid. But anyway, yeah, it's just made really well. Pete sort of walked me through it. And yeah, I basically took the plunge and gone for it. And to be fair, it is a lot better than what the Stanley ones are. Stanley ones are fine. I think I'll keep the Stanley one as a hot bag to chuck my blow lamp in, flux, solder, stuff like that. But as a day-to-day jobbing bag, this is the one I'm going to go for. So these are the tools that I have in there. First off, we will go with pot of paste. Pot of paste into this bit, job done. Tub of glue, sits next to it a treat. So they fit in fine. And in the bottom, I'll have my hammer, chisel. I always stick a very long Phillips screwdriver in there. And what else do I pop in there? I always have a brush, just to when you're working, just to tidy up a little bit after yourself. So they go in there. Then what else have we got? We've got Wera screwdrivers. I picked them up as well from Tool Fair to replace my old ones. My old ones were just getting dirty and knackered, so pop them in there. Couple of posses, couple of slotted. They go in there, and Wera Allen keys. They drop in there a treat. They can go in. Yeah, so that's perfect. What else we got? Tape measure on the side, perfect little clip there on the side for the tape measure. Pops on there, and Unilite goes a treat on the side. What else have we got? A little pair of pliers I always keep, just clips in the side there. And I always find a little posi stubby gets you out of shit a lot of the time. So, where do I usually pop that? I took it all out to show you, I can't remember where I put it. I'll come back to that one. I think it's usually... Oh, that's it, that's how I have it. Knew we'd get there in the end. Right, pipe slides. They sit in the end there, like so. Where are we? Plum thumbs, great little things. If you haven't got a pair of these, set of these, get these. I'll put a link in the description. I think they're from like Amazon, somewhere like that. But they're like a 10 or 15 quid. Changing rads. They basically screw into the end. Perfect little things. Loctite 55. That goes in. And as I mentioned earlier, the Knipex Bix. Cracking little bit of kit that slides in the end there, a treat. And also what we've got is, I always carry 3 pairs of adjustables, little small pair, and these 2. Always have it, I've had these years. I just like them, they just feel really good in the hand, so they sit in there. 22mm, 15mm pipe slice drops in there. Grips. Couple of pairs of grips, just pop them in there. I say this is just your jobbing bag. Probably put them the other way actually, look a bit neater. That's it. Right, so that just leaves a little bit of room at the side as well. Always have a little cloth with you. You can always just dampen it, wipe stuff down with. That just sits on the top there. And because today we've been doing cutting out wastes and stuff like that in the kitchen sinks, I've got my little hole saw set, which I chucked in this morning when I was loading it out in the van, and I always have. This is a cracking little drill, little 12 volt Milwaukee drill. That just sits in there, and then just pull your, I mean you can put also, if you wanted to slide a level in there or a bit of pipe, that side if you're carrying it, and the same, the other side, and just pop something through there. But yeah, there we go, that's what I load out my kit with. That sort of kit in there will cover most jobs, unless you're specifically going in to do rads, or I have got my rad spanner somewhere. Unless you're going into specific boiler fitting, it'd be different, bathroom, you'd have your levels with you and stuff like that. But as a day-to-day jobbing bag, that one's bang on. So yeah, I say that one's about 80 quid. You know, you can even get away with a couple of them in the van, or that one, and then the other job, the load-out bag I think is 140 or something like that. But yeah, as I said, I usually buy Stanley totes, But after having that one, I was dubious. You know, a lot of people have said, does it justify the price? I was pretty dubious about it. Not that I'm tight or nothing like that, but yeah, I think they are spot on. So if you get yourself to a tool fair or a show, Velocity are usually there. Velocity lads are on stand, and they'll run you through everything, talk you through it. But as I say, Pete talked me through that one, and treat myself. So I've got to cut in a little pipe here to feed the American fridge in the kitchen. And obviously I'm going to solder it because I don't do press fit, but this is the renewables guys. They fitted all this like in the boiler room, the plant room, but my little solder work's going to stand out a mile. Look at this, look. My little road with a soldered 15mm in between all this press fit. Right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. A little look around the tool bag. I know a few people had asked for that over a period of time, so I thought I'd better get it done for you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I shall catch you all later.